Cricket, a sport synonymous with passion, tradition, and sheer spectacle, traces its roots back to the rolling hills of England. Its origins, shrouded in the mists of time, are believed to lie somewhere in the late 16th century. Back then, it was a simple pastime played by shepherds and villagers. They used a crooked stick to hit a stone or a ball of wool. The game evolved over the centuries, gradually gaining structure and popularity. By the 18th century, cricket had become a recognized sport in England. It was embraced by the aristocracy and played on the grounds of grand estates. The Marylebone Cricket Club, founded in 1787, codified the rules and became the custodian of the game. Lord's Cricket Ground, established in 1814, emerged as the sport's most hallowed ground. Cricket, with its emphasis on fair play and sportsmanship, came to be known as the gentleman's game. Little did anyone know then that this quintessentially English sport would one day captivate billions across the globe. The spirit of cricket, however, extended beyond the boundaries of social class. Village greens and county grounds alike resonated with the sound of leather on willow. Cricket became an integral part of English culture, a source of national pride and identity. It was this deep-rooted passion for the game that English settlers carried with them as they set sail for distant shores. Little did they realize the profound impact it would have on the world. As the game spread, it began to take root in the colonies, where it was embraced and adapted by local populations. The British Empire's reach ensured that cricket was played in far-flung places, from the Caribbean to the Indian subcontinent, from Australia to South Africa. Each region added its own flavor to the game, creating a rich tapestry of cricketing traditions. The sport's ability to bring people together, transcending cultural and geographical boundaries, is a testament to its universal appeal. Today, cricket is more than just a game. It is a global phenomenon, a bridge between nations and a celebration of the human spirit. The 18th and 19th centuries witnessed the rapid expansion of the British Empire, a period marked by significant geopolitical changes and cultural exchanges. With it, cricket embarked on an extraordinary journey across the globe, transcending borders and becoming a symbol of the empire's reach. British soldiers, administrators, and traders, seeking solace and familiarity in far-flung corners of the empire, introduced the game to their colonial outposts. They played cricket to maintain a connection to their homeland, bringing a piece of British culture with them. Cricket took root in the Caribbean islands, where it was embraced with unparalleled fervor. The game became a unifying force, bringing together diverse communities and fostering a shared passion. The sport found fertile ground in Australia and New Zealand, where it quickly gained a loyal following. The rugged landscapes and competitive spirit of these nations provided the perfect backdrop for cricket to flourish. Cricket's journey, however, extended beyond the traditional bastions of the British Empire. It reached places where the British influence was less pronounced, yet the game still found eager participants. The game found its way to South Africa, where it transcended racial barriers, albeit not without its share of complexities. Cricket in South Africa became a microcosm of the country's broader social and political struggles. It reached the Indian subcontinent, where it would eventually become a national obsession. In India, cricket evolved into more than just a sport. It became a part of the cultural fabric, influencing generations. From the Americas to the Far East, cricket spread its wings, adapting to local cultures and traditions. Each region added its unique flavor to the game, enriching its global tapestry. The game's global expansion was not merely a matter of colonial imposition. It was embraced by local populations who found joy and camaraderie in playing cricket. Cricket, with its inherent simplicity and adaptability, possessed a universal appeal. Its basic rules and minimal equipment requirements made it accessible to people of all ages and backgrounds. It was a game that could be played on a dusty field or a lush green outfield with makeshift equipment or professional gear. This versatility allowed cricket to thrive in diverse environments. Moreover, cricket's emphasis on teamwork, strategy, and individual brilliance resonated with people from all walks of life. It was a sport that celebrated both collective effort and personal achievement, making it universally appealing. As cricket spread its wings across the globe, it also underwent significant transformations within its own realm. From its humble origins as a leisurely pastime, cricket evolved into a highly competitive sport, giving rise to different formats that catered to diverse audiences and playing conditions. The oldest and most prestigious format, Test cricket, emerged in the late 19th century. Played over 5 days, Test matches are a true test of skill, temperament and endurance. In the latter half of the 20th century, a faster and more dynamic format, one-day international cricket, burst onto the scene. Limited to 50 overs per side, ODIs brought a new level of excitement and unpredictability to the game. The advent of coloured clothing, floodlights and day-night matches further enhanced the visual spectacle, attracting a wider audience. The dawn of the 21st century witnessed the birth of 2020 cricket, a format that revolutionised the sport. With its emphasis on explosive batting, innovative bowling and lightning-fast action, T20 cricket captured the imagination of a new generation of fans. The format's brevity and entertainment value made it a global phenomenon, spawning lucrative T20 leagues around the world. Cricket arrived on the shores of India in the 17th century, carried by sailors and traders of the British East India Company. Initially confined to the port cities of Bombay, Calcutta and Madras, the game slowly but surely made its way into the hinterland. British colonial administrators, recognizing the potential of cricket as a tool for social control and cultural assimilation, actively promoted the sport among the Indian populace. The Parsis of Bombay, a community known for its entrepreneurial spirit and adaptability, were among the first Indians to embrace cricket. They formed their own cricket clubs and challenged the prevailing notion of British supremacy in the sport. The first ever Indian cricket team, composed entirely of Parsis, toured England in 1886. Although they faced formidable opponents and challenging conditions, the tour marked a watershed moment in the history of Indian cricket. Cricket, however, was more than just a sport for Indians. It became a symbol of national pride and a platform to challenge colonial hegemony. Indian cricketers, armed with their bats and balls, sought to prove their mettle against their colonial masters. The game became a unifying force, transcending religious, linguistic and regional barriers. The Board of Control for Cricket in India, established in 1928, emerged as the governing body for cricket in India. The BCCI, headquartered in Mumbai, is responsible for organising and promoting cricket in India, as well as representing India in the International Cricket Council. The BCCI's journey has been marked by both triumphs and controversies, but there is no denying its pivotal role in shaping the destiny of Indian cricket. In the early years, the BCCI faced numerous challenges, including limited resources, inadequate infrastructure, and a lack of international exposure. However, the board persevered, gradually building a strong domestic cricket structure and nurturing young talent. The Ranji Trophy, India's premier first-class cricket tournament, was launched in 1934, providing a platform for aspiring cricketers from across the country. The BCCI's vision and astute leadership played a crucial role in India's rise as a cricketing powerhouse. The board recognized the importance of financial stability and aggressively pursued lucrative broadcasting and sponsorship deals. The BCCI's coffers swelled, enabling it to invest heavily in infrastructure development, player remuneration and grassroots cricket. Today, the BCCI is the richest cricket board in the world, wielding immense power and influence in the global cricketing arena. India's journey in international cricket has been nothing short of remarkable. From the dusty grounds of local matches to the grand stages of international arenas, the evolution has been extraordinary. From humble beginnings as a cricketing minnow, India has emerged as a global superpower, consistently ranked among the top teams in all formats of the game. The transformation has been driven by a blend of raw talent, strategic acumen, and an unyielding spirit. India's ascent to the pinnacle of cricketing glory is a testament to the passion, talent and unwavering support of 1 billion cricket-crazy fans. The energy in the stadiums, the fervour in the streets and the dedication of the players have all played a crucial role. India's first taste of Test victory came in 1952 when they defeated England in a historic match at Madras. This victory was more than just a win, it was a statement of intent and a glimpse of the potential that lay within Indian cricket. The victory sparked euphoria across the nation, marking the beginning of India's cricketing awakening. Streets were filled with jubilant fans, and a new era of cricketing enthusiasm was born. Over the next few decades, India produced legendary players who etched their names in cricketing folklore. These icons not only brought glory to the nation, but also inspired future generations to take up the sport. The spin quartet of Bedi, Prasanna, Chandrasekhar and Venkataraghavan bamboozled batsmen around the world. Their mastery of spin bowling became a hallmark of Indian cricket, earning respect and admiration globally. Sunil Gavaskar, with his impeccable technique and unwavering temperament, became a symbol of Indian resilience. His performances against the fiercest of bowlers set new standards and inspired countless young cricketers. The 1983 World Cup triumph, under the inspirational leadership of Kapil Dev, was a watershed moment in Indian cricket history. It was a victory that united the nation and showcased India's potential on the world stage. The victory not only shattered the myth of West Indian invincibility, but also ignited a cricketing revolution in India. It was a moment that changed the landscape of Indian cricket forever. Cricket ceased to be just a sport, it became a religion. The passion for the game transcended boundaries, uniting people from all walks of life. Millions of youngsters took to the game, inspired by the exploits of their heroes. The dream of donning the national colours and representing India on the global stage became a driving force for many.
In 2008, a bold idea changed the game forever. The Indian Premier League, or IPL, was born, a cricket revolution inspired by the success of international T20 leagues. But this was bigger, flashier, and unprecedented. With an innovative franchise model, state or city-based teams, and a high-stakes auction, IPL became a melting pot of cricketing legends and rising stars. The opening match, a breathtaking century by Brendan McCullum, setting the tone for a spectacle like no other. Fast forward to today, IPL is not just a league, it's a billion-dollar empire. The world's top players compete, teams are valued in billions, and it draws millions of fans across the globe. Streaming rights, sold for record-breaking figures, and the drama, bigger than ever. From a bold experiment to the heartbeat of cricket entertainment, IPL continues to evolve, setting new standards for sports worldwide. What's next? Only time will tell.